Hi there, and welcome to my third Flosstube, and this is the end of March Flosstube. I'm recording this on Friday, on Good Friday, and it is a Good Friday. I'm recording it on Friday, the 29th of March. My name's Julie Sutcliffe, and I like to go by the name of Peachy Stitcher, and I'm in the UK. I'm over on Instagram as Peachy Stitcher as well. And I only set this channel up about a month ago. I love watching floss tubes from other people, so I thought, I'm going to have a go. I've only been cross-stitching again for 3 months, so since Christmas, and previously I cross-stitched around 27 years ago before my children were born, and my eldest is 25 in June, so yeah, a long time ago. So thank you to everyone who has subscribed since I started a month ago, and thank you for your lovely comments and for your encouragement, and welcome back, and hello to any new subscribers. I want to say a massive thank you, because I don't want to forget at the end, to Kat from Catkin and Lily, who gave me a shout out this week, which has boosted my subscribers a little bit. So thank you, Kat. I think that was the second ever shout out that I've ever had. So I was actually watching you and I had no idea that you were going to give me a shout out. And then you mentioned me. So I was like, oh, yeah, I felt a little bit famous. Anyway, so today I have got some new starts to share with you. I have, let me just check, 3 new starts in March. I've got 1 finish, and I now have 4 WIPS, and I've run out of frames to put them on now. So I either need to whip them into shape, or I need to buy some new frames. I've been doing a little bit of spending this month, so I've got that to share with you, and then just a couple of life updates, because I've got something pretty major going on next Friday. So if you want to keep watching, then you'll find out what that is. Look, unbeknownst to me, well, I obviously knew what I was putting on this morning, but then I decided to film today. So I sort of match in with my little Peachy Stitcher. So what I'm going to do, I'm still experimenting with this. You know, Flosstube is very new to me, although YouTube isn't. So I'm still learning, and I don't know what the right thing and wrong thing. And lots of you lovely people left comments saying there is no right and there is no wrong. And actually, in my life, I've always tried to do my own thing and not do what everybody else is doing. I try to stay true to myself. So I thought, just do that with your videos, Julie. Just do what you want to do and do it how you want to do it. So I keep thinking, am I going to miss anything? But, you know, this is not a job interview, is it? This is not a job interview. I'm not going to get fired or hired at the end. So let's start with my finish. It's not finally finished. I've finished it, but I've not framed it. But I'm going to hold these up. So I'm going to do it a little bit different. I'm just going to turn the camera over when I show you the bits of shopping that I've done. So I've got a board, and I'm going to hold up my finish, and this is, oh, it's harder than it looks, this, isn't it? There we go. This is the Coffee First. I'm a bit wonky, but there we go. The Coffee First from Little Dove Cross Stitch. I need to look in my book to see when I started it, and hopefully I will have put a picture of it up. There we go. So I've got my little book here. Let me see when I started it. Oh, Julie, I have been organised, honestly. So let's find it. Oh, I started it on the 24th of February, and I finished it on the 6th of March. And that's really surprised me, actually. So that didn't take me too long at all. 24th of February to the 6th of March. And it took me, I'm not a fast stitcher. I'm still getting to grips with my new hobby. So it took me 32.5 hours. And that's from Little Dove Cross Stitch. And I'm in no way affiliated with them, but I do know they have 20% off PDF patterns this weekend and 10% off kits. And I love their designs. So that's just until Monday, I believe. So that was my one finish for February. And I intend to frame that in a really nice rustic frame. And it's going to go up on a kitchen shelf that I haven't had put up yet, with some nice coffee mugs and things. So yes, that was my only finish for March. WIPS. Okay, so I have one WIP that I had outstanding from the previous Flosstube, and this is going to be outstanding for a long time. And just find it down here. So I'm going to try and put a picture up on the screen after I've filmed this and edit it. But this is my New York by Letistich. It's about 43,000 stitches on it. And do you know how many I did in March? I'm ashamed to say 51. 51 stitches in March. That's it. Just a little token effort to say that I've stitched on it in March. So you can't see very much. I don't even know if I need my board behind it. But it's the top of a skyscraper, and it's going to be a WIP for quite some time, is that one. So that's the Letistich, New York. I think it's just called New York. Me and my husband love New York, and we actually got married in New York. So it's a very special place to us. So that's going to be ongoing for a long time. I'm just going to check in my little notebook. I've actually stitched on that for 10 days. Nope, that's the wrong one. I'm on the wrong. I've actually stitched on it for just 8 days. That's 8 days worth of stitching. And I am about 4.2%. And there are, sorry, I lied to you. There are 45,988 stitches, and I started that on the 17th of February. So that was my only WIP. Well, no, I've got some more WIPs, but the new start WIPs as well. I'm still learning all the jargon. Apologies. So, oh, excuse me. I'll have a little drink. I'm laughing to myself now, but I am obsessed with peaches and peach colour. So I'm laughing that, yes, I have got a peach coloured cup. It says sassy. I'm not feeling very sassy. My mum got me this because it was peach and she saw it. And I'm now laughing at all the things. I have got my bottle of water that's peach. And I've even got my peach lip balm. So yeah, I am a little bit obsessed with peaches and peachy things. Okay, so the next WIPs, let me get my, so I'm a little bit disappointed with myself, but then I have to remember that this isn't work. There are no deadlines, and I have to do it at my own pace. I really wanted to get this finished for Easter. Okay, this is the Cotton and Twine Happy Easter February sub box, and you know, I might get it finished for Easter Sunday, but the bunnies are still headless at the moment. I've done all the border. I've done most of the floral bits around the edge, but yeah, so there's still quite a bit of work to do on that, and we are now in the Easter weekend. But even if I'd have finished it, I knew that I wouldn't have had it framed or done the finishing off. But yeah, I struggle with this one a bit. I've got quite poor eyesight. I wear varifocals. Well, I am 50 years old, so maybe it's just relative to my age, but this is on 16 count. I don't think I'm ever going to be ready for even weave or linen. Did anybody else ever feel like that? Purely because of my eyesight. I understand how to do it, how to stitch it. But I can tell on an evening that my eyes are too tired to do 16 count and I have to do something that's on 14 count. I don't know if anybody else feels like that if you wear glasses or contacts. So please do let me know, because yeah, I struggle with this on a night, and I've got a magnifier and things like that, but I really do struggle. So maybe I might finish this by Easter Sunday. So maybe I should stitch on it all day tomorrow. So yeah, I have spent 10 days on that, and I started it on the 6th of March. And I still haven't finished it. I've seen lots of people have finished it, and I think it looks lovely. I've had 2 cotton and twine sub boxes. I didn't get this month's, the March one, because it just wasn't me, but I'm really looking forward to seeing the April one. Okay, my next WIP has gone, no, it's not gone walkabout, it's here. This one has had a lot of love on Instagram, and I have to say I am absolutely loving it. And you know, if you're a cross stitcher and you think I found my tribe, well, I think I found whose designs I like to stitch, and this is Shannon Christine's Hello Spring. It's a PDF that I purchased, and it's had so much love. I'm so grateful for all the love it's had on Instagram. I love the colours. I love the ombre effect of the colours. And yeah, I kitted it up with DNC threads myself. The fabric is Zweigart, and it's nougat or nugget, however posh you want to be. I ordered 2. I ordered mushroom and this one, nougat or nougat, or I don't say nougat, dear, nugget. Anyway, I ordered those 2, and I went with this one, and I got it from Lakeside Needlecraft. So yeah, I started this on the 9th of March, so it's a new start and a WIP. I started it on the 9th of March, and at the moment I'm 75.1% complete. I've done 39 and a half hours on it so far, and this is my evening stitch because I can see it really nicely, and I really love it, and I'm really grateful to all the love that I've had for that one on Instagram. And I don't think Shannon Christine will ever be watching this video, but I've sold quite a few for you, Shannon. People have told me that they've purchased it. So I think I've enabled a few people with that one. Excuse me, I've got a bit of a frog in my throat. So that's my second new start and WIP. And my last new start in March is my first ever stitch along. But I've been a bit rubbish with it. But I started it on the actual day that it started, on the 17th of March, and I haven't done anything since. Now, I didn't have a frame left for this. Oh, it's in a bag that I got from Turtle Bay Stitches on Etsy, and I will tag her in that. And I think I've shared with you this with you before, but this was made, and I shared it on my last Flosstube by my good friend Jenny on My Little Sewing Haven. I will tag her in. She has so kindly made me 2 gifts of 2 WIP bags in some lovely London fabric that she's sending to me. So she's such a great seamstress. So I'd bought, when I started up again in December, I went to the famous craft store beginning with H, and I'm not a huge fan of that place. I think it's all right if you're not an avid or regular crafter. I think it's a good place to start. And I bought a hoop. I'm not into hoops. I like the snap frames, but it was the best way for me to start this. And this is the Little Dove, A Garden Full of Love Mystery Stitch Along. And that's all I've done so far. You could buy this as a kit, but I don't think it's available anymore. But I actually had some of the threads, the flosses already, some of the colours. So I kitted it up myself, and it's Zweigart parchment fabric. I used all the called for things, and my friend Anne, who is one of my paper crafting customers, and my friend Anne, my stitchy friend, is doing this with me, and she's nearly finished this section, I think. And the next bit comes out maybe in a week and a half. So I need to get my skates on. But do you know what? I've not got much planned for this weekend at all. We're staying in all weekend. We're not going anywhere. So it's just stitching, and maybe a few chores. So that will get done. The colours on it are here. I've got them on a little... so some really nice colours. I've only obviously used browns and greens at the moment, but brown and a green. But we've got nice colours on there. And I'm stitching that with DMC called for threads. I think that's what I'm supposed to say. And that was started on the 17th of March. Okay, so I've shared my 4 WIPS and new starts. And so it's time. How long have I done so far? Oh, 16 minutes. So it's time to talk about things that I've bought. When I came to just find all the bits I've bought, I thought, oh, I thought I had more than that. So I might need to remedy that this weekend. I think there's a few Easter sales on this weekend, so I could be doing a little bit of crafty shopping this weekend. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to switch the camera around so I can lay things out on my desk. And first thing is I will get these out. Okay, so so this is, I know it's not really exciting, but I purchased, these were the fabrics that I was telling you about. So I got these from Lakeside Needlecraft. These are Zweigart 14 count Ada. That's the mushroom. So I've got that. It's like a bit darker than the parchment. So I've got that for another. When I got it, I just decided that I preferred the nougat or the nugget. It just had a little bit more of a, it wasn't as yellowy. And I've actually got quite a good chunk of that left. So I could maybe use that again for something. So they were purchased from Lakeside Needlecraft. And then another item that I've got, I am doing another stitch along, although because I've not got a spare frame, I've not started it yet. And I'm doing this, oops, let me get that chart out. I'm doing this with my stitchy friend, online friend Leah, from Leah's Cross Stitch Corner. It's called Slumber Party SAL. Shall I just, oops. It's called Slumber Party SAL, stitch along. And it's from Sewing Starfish. And I just liked it. It looked a little bit different. So there's a big frame to do. And then there's different motifs from a slumber party. Now, this looks a lot brighter on screen. It is like a proper navy. It suggested that you to stitch it in black on black, but do you know what? I've never stitched on black. And I've heard that some people struggle. And my eyes being my eyes, I just thought, So I went with a navy because it needs to be on a dark, because it's like nighttime slumber party. So this is Zweigart Navy. It's all purples and pinks and things. So I got that, but then I also got the flosses to go with it. So it's a SAL that's going to take a few months, and I think each section comes out every 3 weeks. So the flosses that I got for this are here, although I'm using a couple of them currently on my Shannon Christine, a couple of the lilacs. So these are the flosses for it. There's a few that are where you needed more than one. So there's some I think these are called cranberry There's plenty of pinks and purples in this one. I don't think the black was in it. And then there's a couple of lilacs. So I got these from a website that I've not used before called Marnie's Mixed Bag, and I will tag that in the description. Okay, so really nice colours, plus a couple of lilacs that's in my other bag, and that's for the Slumber Party SAL. So I got those in March. And then I also purchased these from Lakeside Needlecraft. And look, haven't even put them on bobbins or in boxes or anything yet. And the reason for that will become apparent very, very soon, as in the next few minutes. Now, I did take a picture of these and these, and I said, I'll move those out of the way. I don't know if you can see all these. Tell me you're stitching a Santorini cross stitch pattern without telling me you're stitching a Santorini cross stitch pattern. Now, Santorini is another lovely place that my husband and I love to go to, and I found a lovely PDF. It's like a travel poster on Etsy. I'll put a link on. So I ordered the flossies from Lakeside. I had a discount code that I used when I made a purchase, so I'm looking forward to starting that when I've got empty frames, or I might need to buy. And then I am peachy, aren't I? So I've also purchased a peachy. In fact, I think the greens are from this one, not from the Santorini. I've also purchased a peachy design, or a couple of peachy designs from Etsy. I might have been able to I'll put a picture of them up on the screen so you can see them, and I will put links in if I can manage to work out how to put the picture in. I've tried to do it a couple of weeks ago. So that there to sort out. Does anyone else love getting threads and all the colours and everything? Because I do. And then I subscribed to Love Poppet sub box because I loved the design, and I was blown away. I've had a couple of cotton and twines. I was blown away with this. I've kept it all in because I knew I was going to be doing this floss tube. Now, this frame is absolutely gorgeous quality. I think it's one of those, I've forgotten what names because I'm new. It begins with E, doesn't it? But anyway, so I've got the frame. You've got this trim. Now, this is not necessarily to trim up your design, I don't think. And these gorgeous bamboo socks. I love those. In fact, they're going to be going in my hospital bag with me because I'm going into hospital on next Friday, but more of that later. And then this is the gorgeous kit. But look at this. This blew me away. A thread holder with my name on. Oh my goodness, I was not expecting that. I just think that's absolutely gorgeous. And this is the design. It's called Springtime Sun. But I just love how Claire has put all of this together. I just love how professional it is. I love the packaging. Let me just get this out without getting the... So I've got the threads and the fabric there. I won't get the kit out. And then you've got a few little tips. It's really good quality. And then your needle is stuck there. Your needle's there. It's just all such fantastic quality. I don't know if my video paused then. Oops. Apologies if it did. I'm just trying to see if I've got a better picture. Oh yeah, there's a picture here that's not charted. Actually, you can see it from the front of the... Let me just share that. So that's the pattern there. Springtime Sun. And I am really looking forward to stitching this. And then I got another little parcel from Claire. a few days after this arrived, and I don't know what had happened, or if I don't know, she was a bit worried, but I got this little envelope with some extra threads saying there's extra threads. So I don't know if I was special, or I don't know if my video keeps freezing, so apologies if it has done. But yeah, I got these extra threads, so if I don't need all those, they're going to be very handy. So I've popped those in there. So I can't wait to get started on that. I mean, I could use that hoop to stitch it, couldn't I? So I could get started on it. But yeah, I absolutely love that, and I will continue subscribing because I love the quality of that. And then finally, brace yourselves. It's the biggie. I got a bonus from from one of my businesses. I got a bonus, and I wanted to make sure, because I've got a lot of scary stuff happening in the next few weeks, I wanted to treat myself. I've only been cross stitching again for 3 months, but I've fallen head over heels, and I knew I wanted the pip and chip bobbins, and I've also ordered myself a Bisley cabinet. And I know this is an extravagance, but last time I got one of these bonuses from the craft job that I work for, the craft company that I work for, I didn't spend it or treat myself. I just let it stay in my business account. So this time I have. And I've not really done anything with them because I'm waiting for my Bisley unit to come. But here are, I know that everybody will know what these are, but it's still very exciting when they arrive. There's going to be a lot of threading. Now, I don't have near enough of the threads. I probably have about 80 or 90 colours, maybe getting towards 100. But I am so excited. I got the foam inserts as well. So I left this to the end as my big share, big spend. So you get 2 boxes. They come in 2 boxes. So box 1 of 2 and 2 of 2. I just got the, I didn't get the ones for the discontinued threads. I just got the ones for the current threads. And I am really looking forward to getting it all set up. It's going to take me ages to sort of build up my collection, but that's the fun of it, hey? That's the joy of it. So that's something to look forward to doing. And that is it for my frozen again. Sorry, I've frozen again, I think. So I don't know if it's our Wi-Fi. Anyway, I'm just going to switch round. Thank you. Apologies if there's a couple of glitches on this video. So that's it for my WIPS and my haul and my new starts. And the final thing for me is just to do some shout outs and then a little bit of a life update. So I want to give a shout out to my friend, online stitcher friend Leah, and I'm helping Leah out by being an admin on a Facebook group that Leah started called the Cross Stitch Cooperative. So please do head over there and join. I will put a link up in the description. Leah is really, really friendly, and she's one of those people who you feel like you've known for ages. And she's just sort of taken me under her wing. Taken me under her stitchy wing, which is lovely. I've already mentioned Kat from Catkin and Lily, but I'll mention her again for giving me a shout out, which made my week, because it's been a tough week this week because I had my pre-op on Monday and it's been a little bit of an emotional week. So thank you. I also want to give a shout out to Tan from the Monogamous Stitcher. I think that's who gave me a shout out. So that was really cool. Thank you, Tan. And a stitcher that I found the other evening is, I don't know if I'm going to say this right, Soph or So, whichever way around. I really enjoyed watching your videos. I felt like a bit of a stalker because I watched quite a few in one evening. And then 2 fairly new accounts who are absolutely bossing it on the Flosstube is Cross Stitch Sarah and also I think Cross Stitch Mad Sarah, so who are brilliant and who've just started doing Flosstube. So I love watching your videos. So they're my shout outs and my little life update. So this time next week, all being well, I will be in hospital and I will have donated my spare kidney to my husband, who needs a kidney transplant. I've been through 8 months of testing and I'm a brilliant match for him in more ways than one. I'm a brilliant kidney match for him. And so next Friday, I will be having my left kidney removed via keyhole surgery first thing on Friday morning. And then I will be giving the gift of my kidney to Craig. And I don't think we're quite anxious this week, but I don't think it's quite hit me yet. Everyone has been brilliant. I've had 3 care packages already in the post, and I'm absolutely blown away by people's kindness. I know I'm doing a brave thing, but people keep telling me that I'm doing an amazing thing. And I just think, well, you know, it's something that people need to be aware of that you can do. And yeah, so it's a bit of a major thing. So I'm looking forward to having some stitchy time because I'll be taking some time off work and therefore I will be a little bit bored. And I know the perfect thing, do you? So look out for all those new starts. Maybe, well, the stitch along won't be, but I'm hoping that I'll have 2 finishes by next month. I don't quite understand the whip go thing yet, so I'm not going to commit to a whip go thing. I think it's like a bingo for cross stitch, but I've not quite fathomed that out yet. So just baby steps, 1 step at a time. I'll do some new cross stitchy things. And so yes, I'm not sure when my next Flosstube will be because I don't think I'll be in a position to be sat up doing videos like this. Maybe I might be at the end of April. But if you want to head over to Instagram, I'll be updating everybody on my progress on Instagram, just Peachy Stitcher on Instagram. And I'm sure you'll hear about how I'm doing and how my stitching's doing on there. So thank you for tuning in. Thank you for subscribing. And I will see you when I'm feeling a little bit more up to it. And I hope you all have a wonderful Easter weekend. Take care. Thanks for watching. Bye.